Well, about 18 million households in the U.S. are now home to more than 150 million exotic animals, and those numbers are growing. And here to introduce us to some of the more popular unusual pets is resident veterinarian, CBS News correspondent Dr. Debbye Turner Bell. Doc, how you doing over there, okay?
I'm doing great, Chris. How are you is the big question.
Good, good.
This is just a little sugar glider.
Is that what that is?
He's not going to hurt you.
Okay, what constitutes an exotic animal/pet?
Really, according to our laws, they're the animals that are not domesticated, that really should only exist out in the wild. In the animal world, even a gerbil or a hamster are considered exotic pets, but we're going to have some that are more exotic than a gerbil and hamster today, including the sugar glider.
What exactly is this little guy?
Sugar glider is a marsupial. They're found in Australia, New Guinea, and they're like koala bears and kangaroos. They have the pouch. They have their young. I don't know where he went.
Turn around.
There he goes. I'm going to be showing parts of my body I didn't really want to show today. Grant, help me. Here we go.
North.
They have the baby, and the baby goes into the pouch. Yep. Sugar gliders became popular. Man, it's been a little while ago. They've been around a long time. They're probably the most popular of the ones we're going to see today. And the cool thing about them, I don't want you to get away, is they have these big skin folds. Good. And what we're demonstrating here, the reason it was hard for me to get them off the carpet is they have these hooked feet, and they got these skin folds, and they can literally splay their hands and feet out and can glide through the air. And if I let him jump, he could jump about 150 feet to get to the next place.
I was just going to ask you, because he keeps eyeing me up. Is it?
Now, it's important with all of these animals. I'm really not advocating any of them as pets, but if you do get one, if your kids are asking for one, got to know what you're doing, got to know what they need, and you got to know if it's legal in your area.
Some laws with sugar gliders.
Right, with sugar gliders, they are illegal in 3 states, California being included in that. There are restrictions on them in a few other states, including Maine and New Mexico. Okay. And then, for instance, they're legal in every other state, including New York. But some counties in New York, they are illegal. So you really have to do your research to know whether or not they are allowed in the area that you live.
All right, let's bring out our next animal here.
I'm going to let Grant take the sugar glider. There we go.
And some people may know this animal because it actually, Paris Hilton actually owned one of these until it bit her.
Yes, this is a Kinkajou. All right, Kinkajous, they look like monkeys because they have this long, what's called prehensile tail. Yeah. And that means that they use their tail as an appendage. They can literally hang upside down from a tree and eat. This tail is so strong. Oh, he found the whole bowl, you little hog, you. Right, here we go. He found, they can literally hang upside down and pull themselves back up to the branch with their tail. These are nocturnal, which means they're active at night. Okay. They do make some noise. And you know what? Like any other wild animal, you can't always predict what they're going to do. And like with Paris Hilton, she got bitten, probably because the animal was disturbed or frightened. Because they sleep all day, most bites happen when kids try to wake them up during the day. Yeah. And they don't like that. I can understand. I don't like being awakened when I'm asleep either.
Well, and one thing we can report, after a series of tests, Paris's Kinkajou is okay.
The Kinkajou is okay, and Paris is okay, too. All right, you want to move on to the next one?
Bye, buddy. Hope you enjoyed the grapes.
Yes, take the whole bowl if you want to. There we go.
What do we have
All right,
here?
The next thing we have here, you'll recognize this one. This is a chinchilla.
Look at that.
Yes, chinchillas are a member of the rodent family. They're from the Andes. Absolutely, I want you to.
Oh, wow, that is the softest thing.
They have the softest hair of all mammals on the face of the earth, and they have a very unique hair follicle structure. Yeah. We grow 1 hair per follicle. They grow 50 or more per follicle. So it is so dense that even what we call a skin parasite, like a flea, cannot live on them. It would suffocate. Because it's so thick down there. They also use their hair as a defense mechanism. If a predator, and they have a lot of them, grab a hold of them, they'll usually only get hair, and they can release a whole clump of hair to get away. Wow. Yes. I want to show you one thing. This is the coolest thing. They take good care of their hair, and out in the wild, they roll in volcanic ash. And for pet owners that have them, you should provide dust. They take dust baths. And what they do, watch this. You going to roll around for me? There we go. They get excited about the dust. There we go, yeah. They roll around in the dust, and it absorbs the moisture and the oil in their hair to keep it nice and soft and dry.
Looked like we were battering a chinchilla there for a second.
Isn't that the coolest thing?
Excellent.
So that's the chinchilla.
Okay.
Now, it takes 100 to 200 of these to make a fur coat. Isn't that awful?
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. They don't exist in the wild anymore.
That we don't condone.
They're only in captivity.
You want to stay in your flower?
Yeah, we'll stand in the flower. Give it back to Jamie.
Look at this. Yeah, let's separate the chinchilla from this guy.
Yes. Now, the chinchilla could be lunch for this guy.
Well, you know, you have to point him in this direction all the time. You know how I'm not great with exotic animals.
You look at him, Chris. What you doing? doing way over there?
You know what? I prefer being in another
Come
burrow.
on, I love
No,
you.
seriously.
I love you. This is an American alligator. They exist in abundance
Turn
in
his
the
head
wild.
The other way. No, I'm not kidding you.
All right.
These things, quick, come on.
He's not going to hurt you. He's not going to hurt you at this size. This is what happens. People keep these as pets, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, nor do I.
Because they're wild reptiles, and you know they'll eat your dog for lunch if you give them a chance. But people get these when they're hatchlings. They're only 6 or 8 inches long, and they look really cute. Well, within a year or two, they grow to this size, and this guy is 2 feet long. They can get up to 15 feet and 1,000 pounds. And what happens is when they get too big for an owner to handle, or they start eating too much, people release them out into the wild, and it's a terrible thing. And do you know most states it's not illegal to have one of these as a pet?
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. All right, but the American alligator.
We didn't even have a rubber band on his jaw. Just to make sure that people at home know that's the reason. He was looking right at me. Okay, bring on the next one.
We got 4 cuties coming out here. We have cutie Nick and Heather.
Now these are rabbits.
And these are rabbits.
Gigantic.
Thank you, Nick. And this is,
good job.
get this, this is Katy Perry.
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry here. And this is Selena Gomez.
Selena.
These are Flemish giant rabbits. They're just like, stay out here with me, Heather, and just put a hand on Selena Gomez so she doesn't go away.
Would you please?
Okay, Katy Perry, it's okay. Calm down. All right. They can get up to 20 pounds, sometimes even 25 pounds.
They look like they're 20
These are
pounds
18-pounders are not even adults yet. And they're just gorgeous. They're big and they're huge, but they're just like any other domestic rabbit, just much larger. They have big, powerful feet. They will stomp if they get excited. But these rabbits, they're very docile. They're good with families with kids because they'll let you poke and prod, and they really don't get upset about it.
Do you have to walk them? Do you put a leash on them and walk them?
No, but you should give them free roaming space. There are people who do put a leash on them and can walk them. I wouldn't recommend that. But they do need a lot of space because of their size.
All right, that's incredible. Debbie, thank you very much.
Great?
We appreciate it. Rabbits, thank you very much.